All right. So today, what we're going to talk about is basically how I'm using ChatGPT to grow my SEO agency and get more leads and more traffic and more clients to my offer so that we can grow and scale our agency. And basically, everything that I'm going to show you today is not fluffy. It's going to be very actionable. It's going to be straight to the point. I'm not going to mess around here. And we're just going to get straight into it. So, what I'm actually going to do is share my screen. This is the first time that I'm actually using StreamYard to do a YouTube live, and it seems pretty cool actually at the minute. So you should be able to see my screen with ChatGPT, and we're streaming across LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, pretty much everywhere. So if you have questions, feel free to post them in the chat, and we'll cover them as we go along. But basically, what we're going to do from here is I'm going to break down exactly how we're using ChatGPT to generate leads. So one of the first things I want to show you is obviously as an SEO agency, and I'm assuming a lot of the people who watch these agency-focused videos are agencies or freelancers trying to grow and get more clients. And so I might as well use my own website as an example. Basically, what we're doing with juliangoldy.com, which is a website for my link building agency, is we're actually creating a lot of content right now using AI and ChatGPT. As you can see, the traffic has increased a lot for this particular website. And if we check out the keywords that we're ranking for right here, they're all relevant to selling backlinks or promoting my SEO agency, right? You can even see that we're ranking, for example, for keywords related to SEO speaker. We're ranking on the first page for that. And basically, this is a way to indirectly get more leads to our agency because we speak on the biggest stages. I mean, for example, we're speaking at 7 of the biggest SEO events this year, including SEO Vibes in Dubai, Poland, the IMG Reborn Summit as well. So a lot going on here. And essentially by ranking for the best SEO speaker, using ChatGPT content, we can then generate more leads of people who are going to approach us to speak at their event. And by doing that, we grow our agency and we get more clients and we grow our brand as a result, right? So for example, if you type in best SEO speakers into Google, you can see us ranking number 2 there with our ChatGPT content. Now, the cool thing about this is, number 1, you can rank for content that's going to land you events. You can rank for content that's going to grow your brand. But additionally, you can rank for keywords that are directly going to generate leads and sales for your agency as well. So if we scroll down the list, for example, like Fort Lauderdale mobile SEO, you can see us ranking number 3 for that keyword. And I want to show you Ahrefs because this shows us, all the keywords that we're ranking for and the relevant pages as well. And pretty much all the content on this list is generated using ChatGPT. And so it essentially works like this. Let me get the old whiteboard out and I can show you exactly how it works. So we create content on our SEO agency's website, targeting relevant keywords that are going to bring in leads. We then rank as close to number 1 as we can on Google to bring in more leads and more traffic. And as a result, we get more client calls booked in or leads to our funnels, and that generates more money, right? Very simple formula. 3-step formula that works really nicely. Terrible drawing, but you get the idea. ChatGPT content, rank for that keyword, and generate money as a result. And this works for any single agency in the world, right? So if you're doing on-page SEO, that's something we actually don't do. So I can happily show you how you do this for an on-page SEO agency, and it would work for any single agency. You'd basically find keywords that you can realistically rank for. Let's go into Ahrefs. We'll sort by keyword difficulty down to 10 or less. And from there, we can also filter the results, like you can see. And if you can't see many keywords that you can rank for, then maybe you want to go a bit broader, right? So for example, if we put on-page SEO into Ahrefs and we can't find any relevant low competition keywords, then let's make it broader, right? And maybe we're going to have to filter down to SEO agency in general. We'll hit apply there. And now you've got a list of all the keywords that could potentially bring in more agency leads and traffic to your business to scale it. For example, like Tampa SEO agency. These are easy keywords to rank for. The volume is pretty decent for those keywords. And essentially, you can just rinse and repeat this over and over again. And as you can see, you got 768 pages of keywords that you could create content around using ChatGPT. And if you want to learn how to create content with ChatGPT, just check out my YouTube channel which has over 910 videos teaching you exactly how to create content, how to rank it, what works for me, etc. But essentially, you can create content with ChatGPT, rank it on Google, and by doing that, you get as many leads as you can. And the only thing that's limiting you is not the number of keywords that you can actually go for. It's not the competition. It's not even ranking on Google. The only thing that's limiting you is how much time and energy and resources you actually dedicate to this. And then once we're actually ranking for keywords, for example, like this one right here, you'll see that we've monetized this in many different ways, right? So number one, we have a pop-up right here to get people into our email opt-in form. We also have a link to book in a free SEO strategy session, which is going to convert traffic into sales. And Hope Emmanuel says, awesome stuff. Thank you very much, sir. Appreciate you watching. That is very kind. And if we keep scrolling down, you can also see a chatbot in the bottom right as well that's going to convert, traffic into sales. And it's all about squeezing the traffic that you get as much as you can into more leads and more sales. If I didn't have any of these opt-ins or any of these book a call buttons, then the whole time that I've spent into creating the content and ranking it would be a total waste of time, right? So make sure that you do actually squeeze that traffic into sales. We've got 2 people watching. If you're enjoying it, please smash a like on this. We're just going to go through all the methods that are working for me right now in terms of generate more leads, more traffic, more sales with ChatGPT. And we've covered method number 1, which is basically SEO, right? The next method, and I think I'm actually streaming on Twitter right now. Let's have a look. We'll see anyway. So yeah, you can see me live on X over here. So if you want to check it out, feel free to. But basically what we're doing on Twitter is we actually take my YouTube videos, and you can do this for any content that you have anywhere else, right? So even if you're not doing it with your own content, there's ways you could do it with other people's, but I won't go into that. But essentially you can create content. For example, like I can take my YouTube video transcripts, and then we can turn that into social media posts on every other channel, right? So we can post it on Twitter or our Facebook group or whatever. And that's basically what we're doing right here, is we're repurposing the content that I've already got with SEO and YouTube, and then posting like 30 times a day. And you might say, well, does that actually work? I mean, if you look at the growth of our Twitter account, it's getting to a decent size now. So I appreciate everyone who's helped us get to there. But you can see we're getting like 1,000 impressions on some of these videos. We're getting a decent amount of traction. This one got 2,900. If I actually pull up the analytics, let me show you that. I can show you how well this is performing. And I'll guide you through why we're doing this in a second. But basically, by posting 30 times a day, you can see we've reached 347,000 people just in the last 7 days. So this is free marketing, doesn't cost you anything. You can create the content for free with ChatGPT. You can post for free on Twitter. You can generate as many impressions as you want. And I think the reason why Twitter is pushing organic content so well, like you can see right here, is simply because they want more content creators on the platform, right? Like Twitter, if you go back 12 months ago, 24 months ago, it wasn't that sexy to content creators. Whereas nowadays, it's being pushed like crazy. It's wide open. I don't know how long that window is going to last for, but basically, if you're publishing on there now, then you can make the most of the opportunity. I don't know if that opportunity is going to be there in 6 or 12 or 18 months, because eventually what Twitter is going to start doing is once they get more content creators on there, they're going to start charging for ads, most likely, right? And then you won't be able to reach people organically as well as you can right now. So if you're not using Twitter to grow your agency, you should do. And if we keep going now, so I'm going to show you exactly how we actually monetize our Twitter profile and how we get so many leads in. And I don't mind being completely open about this. I think people who are aware of the game anyway understand how this works. But basically, we have a pinned post on our profile right here, as you can see, which gives people 4 different options, right? So if they want to book a call with us, they can. If they want to get our SEO coaching program, they can. If they want to join the agency mastermind program, where we coach agencies on how to scale to 7 figures, then you can. And if you want to buy backlinks from us, which a lot of agencies do, then you can do that right here. And basically, by having this pinned post at the top of our profile, we're basically advertising ourselves every time someone comes to our profile, right? And if you actually look at the analytics, let's pull them up right here. Here we go. You can see that we've had a ridiculous amount of impressions, right? And even if 1% of those people actually buy from us, we're making a crazy amount of money. So by doing this, you can grow your agency. It's completely free. You can use ChatGPT to scale. And there's a few other ways you can monetize your profile as well. So you can have a link to your agency services at the top in the profile right here. As you'll see, we've got a link tree right here. And additionally, what a lot of people you'll find do is actually messaging. Now, I'm not going to pull up the DMs because I want to protect the privacy of everyone who messages me. But basically, you get a lot of interesting opportunities in your direct messages. So, for example, speaking opportunities at big events, quite often they come to me through Twitter DMs. Additionally, some clients want to just make sure I'm a real person or not a total idiot before they speak to me. And that's why they message me before booking in an agency call. And yeah, I think Twitter is just wide open, incredibly easy to do, and you can scale it with ChatGPT. And it's very similar to this method, right? This is SEO, but for Twitter, essentially, you're going to post about, I would say, 30 times a day. Obviously, the content has to be good and engaging. Then from there, you're going to iterate, right? So you're going to check, okay, which tweets are performing well and which ones aren't, and then just do more of the tweets that actually do well. And you would just monetize your profile in the ways that I've shown you today, right? With the link in your profile, the DMs, the pinned profile posts, etc. So tweet 30 times a day, iterate and improve based on what's working for you, and then monetize your profile with all the options that I've talked about before. And that's basically how it works. Very simple, right? From there, we've talked about SEO and how to rank with SEO and get more leads and more traffic and more sales in. We've talked about Twitter and how to get more leads, traffic, and sales into your agency as well. Another method that you can actually use, and I think I'm streaming on LinkedIn right now. Let's have a cheeky gander. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, so you can see it live right on the top of my profile. I like the way that pops up, actually. And we're using the same sort of technique on LinkedIn as well, which is basically creating content with ChatGPT and then posting it to our profile about, I would say, 10 times a day. And from there, we get more inbound messages. As you can see, we've got a bunch of messages there. We reach more people. And also, the other thing that you'll notice, if I go to my post over here, let's have a look. Post and activity. So the other thing that I do on LinkedIn especially is I have a book an appointment section right here, right? And the reason that I do that is simply because every time someone sees a post of me, whether that's a YouTube live, whether that's a YouTube video, whether it's a poll, etc., and you can see some of these tweets are getting, some of these LinkedIn posts are getting like thousands of impressions, right? So thousands of people are seeing the link to booking a call. But essentially, you can see there's a book appointment button on every single post that we create on LinkedIn, which funnels traffic to our funnels. And then we get more sales calls booked in, we get more leads in, etc. And people can just choose what they want. If they want the agency mastermind, they can. If they want the free ChatGPT SEO course, they can, etc. And it works really nicely like that. Now, if you want to learn how to set up that button, let me scroll down here in the custom button section on my profile, and you just edit your custom button like this. You would select premium custom button. I normally select book an appointment and then have a link to my link tree where people can just contact me in the way that they prefer. Essentially, that's how it works. So just to recap on that LinkedIn method, you create content, I would say 10 posts per day. You might say what type of content, and I would say posts, polls, YouTube lives, or video lives. It's not on YouTube, so I won't call it a YouTube live. Links to other pieces of content that you have. And they're basically all the different types of content that we're creating to get thousands of impressions every single day. And then you set up a custom button to book an appointment, as I've shown you today. And all the content is created with ChatGPT. You might also say, okay, but does LinkedIn actually allow posts from AI? And to that, I would say absolutely, because if you see the post section right here, you'll see this button in the bottom left, which says rewrite with AI. So actually, LinkedIn doesn't just allow posts using ChatGPT or AI content, they actually actively encourage it. And so, yeah, I think it works really well. I've just seen that one of the events I'm speaking at has been promoted by Charles Float right there. So I'm actually going to repost that, which is pretty cool. And if you're in Dubai or you want to meet, hope to meet you there. Should be absolutely awesome. We've got an AI SEO conference in Dubai coming up, and I think it's going to be one of the most exciting events of this year when it comes to SEO. So that's basically it. That's 3 different methods to grow your agency, get more leads, get more traffic, get more sales calls booked in for free using ChatGPT that are actively working for me, as I've shown you. We're getting 350K impressions on Twitter. We're ranking for loads of keywords with SEO. We're growing actively on LinkedIn using all the methods I've shown you. Those are 3 ways to get as many free leads as you want using AI and ChatGPT. Really powerful, proven. There's no BS here. I'm completely transparent with what I'm doing, and that's basically it. So thanks so much for watching. If you want to learn more stuff like this, right? What I would recommend is actually checking out my agency course, and it's a free course. So you don't need to pay anything. You can give it to your team if you have a team of marketers or a virtual assistant and you want them to implement these systems for you. But essentially, if you go to my agency course, let's find it now, and the link's in the comments as well. But from here, you would go down to, where is it now? This one right here. It's already got 2,000 people in the course. But basically, it covers every single way to use ChatGPT and leverage it to grow your agency, right? So if you want to learn how to do YouTube, it's right there. If you want to learn how to get $1,000 a month agency clients every day, you can. It's right there. If you want to learn the best tools for AI, for SEO agencies, you can, and that will save you thousands of dollars. If you want to learn how to hire, it's right there. If you want to learn how to do Twitter marketing, right there, with all the SOPs and video tutorial. And it's completely free. Normally people will charge what? Tens of thousands of dollars for agencies to grow their agency. I'm just giving it away for free, and it's in the comments. So yeah, hope that video helped you. And if you want coaching directly with me, make sure you do check out my agency mastermind. Basically, what you'll get is a weekly coaching call with me every single week. You can add your team to the call as well if you want. And it's basically a mastermind community with a bunch of other agencies as well, all dedicated towards growing and scaling your agency using ChatGPT. So would 100% recommend that. Link is in the comments as well if you want to check that out. And thanks so much for watching. Appreciate everyone who's tuned in right here. We'll be back for more live streams soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.